Hi, I'm Corene Grillo, founder of Gem Society. This is a space where women rise, think, and grow together beyond the limits that society has tried to place on us. Each week, real women in the community will share their raw, real, and unfiltered and personal stories. These are voices of resilience, reinvention, healing, and hope. No scripts, no filters, just truth. Because when one woman speaks her truth, she gives permission for others to do the same. Welcome to a show that's more than conversation. It's transformation. This is Power of Voice. And today we have, I'm sorry, I always mess up your name. Is it Alisha?
Yeah.
Did I say it right? Oh, I did it right. Alisha Kersjes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Okay. So we have Alisha Kersjes with us today, and she is launching her self-worth brand. Today our topic is self-worth and self-love, because let's face it, those are two things that a lot of women today don't have showing up for themselves. And wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Yeah, and honestly, like guys too. Guys lack it too. But
Yeah.
women.
Guys do, but that's a whole nother headspace that it's not my wheelhouse, right? So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to just kind of talk a little bit about self-love for me. And then I'm going to give the stage to you, and you're going to tell us a little bit about how you found your self-worth journey. For those that are just tuning in, we are on Zoom. The link is on my Corene Grillo page, Gem Society. So there's a link there so you could hop on if that works for you better. But right now, here we go. So my self-love journey, I had started probably a few years back. And I was just kind of finding myself in a depressive state, just a state of annoyance and trying to find myself, who I was, my character. So I've always wanted to do a yoga retreat. So I ended up just going on Google and finding one in Saugatuck. Didn't know anything about who was going to be there, what it was about. I just signed up, threw myself in. My self-love journey started there. I met a bunch of strangers, had no idea who was who, and ended up leaving with friends. I left not feeling alone, and I left loving myself. And it sounds crazy, but I've never loved myself before, and I never knew what that felt like. And just to kind of take us back to that place, this was a journal of, it was Xeon retreats. And upon entering the space, they give you a journal. Before this, I never journaled before. And it was placed on my bed, and it was maybe 2 days into the retreat where I started just journaling, got lost in thought. So I have not opened this book until today.
Okay.
Which is kind of crazy. But I don't care. This is real, raw stuff.
It is.
So this was back in August of 21. August 21st of, I think it was 2022 at that time. So I'm just going to kind of read. Okay, so this morning's practice, I practiced giving and receiving. That was the focus. Love thyself. As I began to reflect, and I was tearing up during Shavasana, which is a pose in yoga, I realized I give so much. I jump in and I give so much love to others that I forget to receive my own love. Isn't that the truth?
Very much.
Right?
Yeah.
We're always taking care of everybody else. We're not taking care of ourselves.
We weren't taught that.
No, we weren't taught that. Blah, 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 blah. Jump in and give so much love that at times I forget to receive my own love for myself. Love thyself. As God has taught us, but it's not until I got to the space of acceptance to love from others. So I was able to receive love that weekend from strangers, people that I didn't know, people that called me brave. I didn't know what that meant. I was just wanting to go on this yoga retreat and it sounded fun. So I did it. And I was searching for something and I found self-love. That was kind of my journey going through this. As I felt this, it was a sense of peace that went through my body. It was like a calm walk. And I could feel some of the glances, vibrations, just the energy moving through you, you know? Yeah. I began tearing up. I was outside of my space. I remember in that moment, I was crying to myself, and I had texted my friend at the time, and her and I had a really good connection, and she said, I texted her, I remember that text like it was yesterday. I was like, Nicole, I finally found that feeling of loving yourself. I love myself. It felt so weird saying that to another woman. It was weird. Yeah. You know, I'm used to saying, love ya, and take care of this and that, but I never thought of loving yourself, and to say that to another woman, it just, to me, I was just like, I didn't care. I wanted to celebrate that moment. So when I created Gem Society, I want to celebrate that sisterhood and bring those connections together with other sisters that I've met along my way ever since. And which leads us here. You are one of my sisters. It feels like yesterday I just met you. For those on Facebook Live, I know you can't see my screen right now. When I'll figure out all the tech stuff. If anybody's a great tech person that doesn't charge an arm and a leg, call me, because, you know, because everybody wants something. And, you know, we're givers, you know us, right? Yeah. Yeah. Always taking care of everybody else. So I'm going to ask you a couple questions, and I know you are on your self-worth journey. So just how I found self-love, you found self-worth. Yeah. So thank you for being here today. I'm going to ask you, how did your own self-worth journey shape the work that you do today?
So I found my self-worth twice. I've two different times in my life. One in 2013, when I left and started my journey there and fell into survival mode. Once through that, and then recently, I was about 7-8 months back. I was sitting in the living room and I'm running around doing this hat bar, and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing to myself? Like, what am I absolutely doing? Like, this is fun, but this is exhausting. So, and I was just sitting there and I was just thinking and getting into it. And I was like, this is, I matter. Like, you know what? I'm switching lanes. I'm going to switch up because I matter. And that's what self-worth is. It's the, self-worth is actually more of an internal, it's your identity and the value. It's not based on achievements and others' opinions. And so loving yourself, loving is important, which comes, self-worth and self-love are kind of hand in hand, because understanding that you matter is super important, because then that allows you to be able to switch into loving yourself and knowing that you deserve more in life. So yeah, it's just a big understanding, knowing like I matter. And it was just kind of going sideways a little bit. It's kind of getting beat down in every direction. People coming at me saying, bad ideas, it's not going to work, and everything I was doing, it just wasn't working out for me.
So, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. No.
So would you say that leads me into my next question? So, to pivot, would you say that was the turning point when you realized you wanted to help others with their self-worth?
So no, I actually started an empowerment class, and all this goes hand in hand. So it was, I think we were in class 6, so 6 weeks back, probably 7 weeks back, and it just so happened to be right in the middle of February. It was bad. Like I was being attacked in so many ways, and my heart was broken, and like there was like accusations coming at me, and I was in self-doubt. Like I was doubting myself because like some of the big painful moments that came at me from other people, it was like, wait a minute, no, like that's not me. I'm not that person. Like, so setting
like what were they saying? Like that you weren't that person? Expand on that.
Like, you can't. So it really holds dear on my heart.
It's okay. And if you don't want to talk about something that this is a safe space, like this is real, girl. This is raw.
It
this is.
It is.
This is it.
I had been in a couple stores, and it was a whole list really of things. I was in the store and they were bad mouthing me, and I could just
to your face.
They wouldn't do it to my face, but when I would walk in the store, they wouldn't even talk to me. They wouldn't even recognize that I was there. And here I'm a vendor. You know what I mean? I have product in your store, and you're not going to notice me when I come in or conversate with me. So there was a lot of buildup going there. Like, what am I doing here? So my self-confidence, I was just falling down with it. And then joined some other classes that we were doing, and I had some great ideas, and I was shut down. Like, that's a bad idea. That's never going to work. You got to have foot traffic. That's never going to work. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, this meeting just feels totally unaccomplished. And we are all women in here, trying to empower masterminds together.
But they weren't empowering.
No, it was beating down. The day before that, another lady that was in this class with me, meeting with me, she, we had a lengthy, couple hour business conversations, like helping each other with each other's businesses, and everything was, the conversations, it was great. Like, it felt like we were on the right path. We were going to help each other. That next day after that meeting, there was no conversation more about joining forces into this business, going in to this new store. It still to this day has not been talked about. Everything we had talked about. And I said, everything was just kind of building up, like being shut down. Like, why? Why?
What did you do? Like, where'd the judgment come from? Like,
Right. So there was still to this day, still unknown. Like, there's still no rhyme or reason. There's still been no conversation about what happened that day. And I reached out, trying to get some clarification, because like I left the meeting not feeling complete, but then like I was supposed to be bringing my office stuff back here, but then no answers, no communication, totally reading text messages, not answering my phone call. It was a real deal. Like, it was like, what's going on here? And I'm like, wait, so things are building up, right? The store, just all the no, it's not, just so much. And then what is going on? So I ended up in another store, and I'm just like, I'm ready for a mental health break. Like, this is just not, what is going on here? And I was at that moment where I was just ready to be done. And I actually went off Facebook for 7 days.
so you were ready to walk away from everything that you've worked hard to build, while filling people's cups along the way, providing for others, and it caused you to shut down and isolate yourself in loneliness.
Yeah, it was pretty intense too, because I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to deal with any of it, because I had been at the point where it's like, what I know I'm not a bad person, so like, why is all of this going this way? Like, what is going on? So it was, man, I'm even tearing up over here, girl. What the hell?
It's because it's real.
Yeah.
I mean, what advice would you give to somebody that if you walked by someone and you saw them in tears and they just gave you the same story that you just shared, what would you tell that person?
Tell them they matter. Like, see, I want everybody to feel loved and know that they're worthy, and they're valued, and they're important in life, and they matter. And so, I would ask if there's anything I could do for them. And honestly, like, a lot of people are like, just pray for me. Well, I'll stop and drop and pray. Like, I don't know how to pray very well, but I'll be like, all right, Father God, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how I'm praying, but we're going to pray for this person, so I just need your help.
Some people need a lot of prayers, girl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah. So, it was yes. So it was that, terrible, like, unbelievable. And I'm like, why am I at this point again in my life? Like,
did you ever ask them, or did you ever say anything to them to like question why they were treating you the way that they were treating you? Like, what you did? Like, why are you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I did. And actually, like, so let's backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
So the one lady who was like, back to the same group here, I was there in this office. They needed labels. So the two ladies, they're friends, they needed labels for a product created to sell for something they were just getting ready to do. And I asked if I knew how to do it. And I was like, well, yeah, I didn't have anything going at the time. So I was like, well, I'll help them out. Like, they needed it. She's like, I'll pay you. And I'm like, okay. Well, it ended up taking 2 days to like design, create a product, like a product label, how it was going to like display, I did that for them. And of course there was no like contract or anything, but it was like, I thought I was doing something good, and respectfully like thought like, hey, there would have been more reciprocated respect, maybe. Maybe that's what I'm looking for.
Did you catch a vibe from them at any point that made you feel otherwise? You know how you can sometimes read a vibe and you know someone can just be an asshole but you just want to help them anyway because you're the loving and caring person that you are, because that's a boundary that I've learned along my journey, to identify those red flags dead on before falling into some of those traps. Did you feel anything, or?
Not from one of them. From the other one, kind of. From one of them, kind of. In before that had happened, but then that meaning everything, it was like that whole vibe came about, and I'm like, okay. I even approached her, asking her, like, I asked her why she felt that. Again, I don't like to repeat things, like, for sure how it's worded, but I had asked her, like, can I just ask why you thought my worth was only $50 for 2 days of creating this product for you? And to the day, like, nothing. No response from her.
Nothing.
And then the other lady, like, I never had a bad vibe from her. Like, this is the sweetest lady. Like, she'll go above and beyond to help people out. So sometimes I think some people are just influenced by other people.
Oh, absolutely. They're in the other society.
Right. Instead of, like, leading their own
path,
doing their own thing. Yeah. Which is okay. Like, they can, but that's not for me.
Yeah. Make decisions for yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
Why have others? Like, there are some influences, obviously, but to be hurtful and spiteful, like, that's just wrong. And that's, bad juju. But
then they're out there. Like,
they're everywhere.
People don't like when you are strong-willed
or happy or
happy.
Joyful or living in your season.
Yes. No, they don't.
It's hard. People have a hard time celebrating other people, and that's okay. I mean, they'll learn on their own time, and that's, that's,
For sure.
we can't control it.
No.
So what's the next step for your brand, your self-worth brand in the movement, your self-worth movement? What's next?
I never anticipated it to go like this. Honestly, finding my purpose is God's timing. I did go through that 7 days of shutting down, but I also found peace. Like, I run peace a lot anymore. I'm unbothered by things anymore.
Right? Isn't that weird how I just don't care? I mean, it's not, and I don't think it's I just don't care, because we care, but
sorry.
Oh, now we're jamming. It's a space that you respect the space. I always say, I guess don't hate the player, but respect the season that we're in, because we're all in different seasons, and some people just don't know what they don't know, and those women that you came across, and it's they still have learning to do on their journey, and so
some women like to be powerful, more powerful than others, and it's unfortunate because that's not how it's supposed to be.
It's not even fun.
It's not.
That's not fun.
It's ugly, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. So yeah, back to that. I don't really know. I had a young lady down here actually cutting my tags for my 150 shirts.
Oh my gosh. So what are these shirts all about? Can you show us? Yeah.
Want to see the done ones?
I want to see the done ones. I want to see the hats. I see some hats back there. Show us.
Okay.
Tell us where you're going, what's going on.
So there's my little mannequin here. This is the only one I have left. Here, I'll just bring her to you. It's the only one I got left that's this color. So the hat, it goes together.
You got any of the pink ones? The pink and the black?
I do not have. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Oh, yeah.
I saw you had pictures.
I do. Here's, girl, they're sharp. Look at.
They are. I want one this weekend.
There we go. Look, it doesn't look very pink here. It probably doesn't look pink.
I can see it's pink, but I mean, we'll put a picture on Facebook on the group and stuff like that. But yeah.
So basically, I'm trying to run all pink and black.
Where's the hat? I want to see the hat. That's my favorite. And you know, you got me into hats.
Look.
That's so awesome. It's beautiful. I cannot wait.
It totally, it's like a perfect fit.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Doesn't look very perfect here. So I still got hats to work out. It's still, some of the shirts, this one's white. I still got all these shirts right here are done.
So tell us what the shirts represent.
So the shirts are self-love. These are self-love shirts, and they represent, embrace your worth.
You got some words in there. Tell us about the words. Read it for us.
We have self-love. Let me get in here. Let me get in here a little shorter. We have self-love in here. So this word is self. So I call this my self-love shirt because it's real. That's where we're at, right? Loving myself and everything that's going on. Not allowing the pain that I'm being faced with. So we got self-love, and then, self-respect, self-worth, which all of these are so important. And then self-confidence.
Oh, yeah, girl.
So, without it, and these, we're just not okay. Okay, but this is us. You have to embrace yourself. So embracing yourself. And that's what I want people to get from these when they wear it, is they embrace who they are, and they know, like, they're valuable.
Yes.
Okay, so I got a younger girl down here. She was cutting the tags for the shirts, and she actually she's only 12 years old, but she just came back from some mental health hospital down there. So she would go there, or she did it for 2 weeks because she was struggling so bad, and she was looking at the tags, and she's like, wait, what's this? And she was reading it, and she comes so far, and she was saying, I know my worth, and I know that I'm capable of good things, and I value myself. And my goal in life is to reach out to other kids who are struggling and help them smile. And I was like, I got goosebumps from her, and I was like, girl, you're a rock star, and you're going to go far in recognizing this. I said, I'm very proud of you for getting the help. So, my next step, I don't know, mental health, everybody. I want everybody to have them, really.
Absolutely. So you are creating a mentorship.
Whoa.
Almost. I mean, it's not on purpose.
Right.
But it's naturally, it's being the authentic you that you are, the beautiful you that you are. That's what you're doing for somebody else. And that's important to realize, any woman out there, that any actions that we, partake in, it's not just the words we speak, but it's the actions that we do, how we help others, how we're reaching out to the community, that really draw it in. And just out of kindness and compassion, we create those doors for mentorship, things that we wouldn't even think of, just you wouldn't have thought of that. But no. I mean, she's looking up to you, again, we're not vocal. We don't express ourselves as much as we should. And that's my purpose of creating this platform for that. But I appreciate you for doing that for her, and look at all the love and the self-worth that you're spreading in your brand. Where can we find these shirts? Where are you upcoming at any events upcoming? I'm
actually at a really big event this weekend, Empower Her 2025 down at Cobalt Arena.
Yeah, girl.
We'll have a table full of these shirts, and if I run out, I'm bringing 150.
You've been working all night, girl. I know. I saw your cart. I saw that cart. I'm so proud of you. We're going to start to close out, but I do want to thank you for being here. Can you type or tell the audience where they can find you? What's your brand name? I know your self-worth, but what's your Facebook profile?
You want me to type it or just tell it?
No, just tell us, and I'll put it on my Gem Society group as well.
Yep, so I'm actually just rebranded, and that was actually the whole thing of all of this was rebranding, you know, and making my brand more me and connecting with it, and I feel so connected and crazy. So I'm the Threaded Compass Apparel, LLC, on Facebook. I do run Instagram, but not a lot. And I do have a online store that you can purchase the shirts at.
I'll put all those links up and on Facebook too.
You know, and over the last year, my Facebook's super, super messy. Like I was all over the place, but I was lost. I was messy.
We all are. We're all lost. We're lost in society, but it's okay. In a world of sisterhood, we bring it together, and we're all picking each other up. You know, I had gone to a Tiger game over the weekend, and you know, I put my jacket on the ground, and you know, another sister just picked it up and like held on to it to get it out of the way. So it's, you know, everyone as women, we think of what's next, and we see, we act. It's the action. It's taking care of each other, just knowing the suffering, the shit that we go through along the way. And, you know, that's the heart of it. So, well, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
My kids just came home. So this is the power of voice. We will see you next week, same time, same place. Stay tuned. In May, I will be having an in-person audience, bringing my show to the stage. So live audience, that's my jam. But right now I have to figure out this technology stuff, and, you know, we have to do all the things. So have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Keep kicking butt, and thank you. Thank you for your heart. Thank you for teaching us about self-worth and telling us your journey.
Thanks.
Love you, girl.
Thank you.
Bye.
I don't know how to get out of here.
I know. I'll end it.